Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, where today we've got for you all some more Wind Waker any percent no MSS tournament, aka WaveCrash. This is Winners Bracket Round 1, Game 1 between PK Slam and erickillo9. Joining me for the first few minutes of commentary are Mac. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fair enough. We will have another.
A little tired, but
Isn't everybody? We will have EJ joining us in a few minutes. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite be here on time, so. But we should be getting going here pretty soon.
oh, I see the numbers.
Yep. Getting a quick runny check from the runners, and we'll get going here. Cool. Alright. Runner should be getting going here in just under a minute or so on restream. There we go. Alright, and the runners are off.
Off to the intro, that is.
Yep. So I guess since we have 5 minutes, we might as well explain what exactly does no MSS mean. So
yes, well. Yes.
So yes, just no MSS. But to clarify, this is the Wind Waker any percent no MSS, aka no manual super swim. Manual super swim is a glitch you'll usually see right at the beginning of runs outside of this category, but it's a little tricky and kind of hard, so in order to have a tournament, we decided to just run this category.
Yeah. Now, the downside of that is it does add a little bit of time.
Yep.
The first half hour or so is a little bit more vanilla than the regular any percent, but still a very good category.
Yep, unfortunately, as with all Wind Waker runs though, we got about 5 minutes of cutscenes here at the beginning of the game until we even get movement.
Yes. And as you can see, there's a horse in the intro. However, there's no horses in game.
I don't know if horses would really thrive in an island setting like this, though.
Well, they got boats. Those are sort of like horses, except they're not alive.
I mean, yep, that makes sense.
Anyway, though, the gist of the plot here is that Ganondorf, I don't know, he returns somehow. I don't remember exactly the lore. And, I don't remember which part of the timeline this is in either. If it's in the timeline where Link, I don't even know. I think this might be the timeline where Link does the any percent route in Ocarina of Time.
Yes, the 15-minute long any percent round or whatever.
Yeah, the old one. So, anyway, though, the long and short of it is, Ganondorf came back, and so the Hyrule was destroyed. in order to prevent it from being destroyed by Ganon. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. I haven't actually read the English version of this in a long time. I just see the Japanese version, which I can't read. And I think that's an EJ.
Where are we?
Still an opening cutscene.
Sweet.
Yes, I'll yeah, this is EJ. He was a little late due to his horse wasn't there. He had to take the boat instead.
Exactly. You know, I wasn't even planning to be here. I was planning to watch.
Well, unfortunately, someone else was gonna help commentate, but they weren't feeling so great, so now we got EJ.
Work early, so I'm happy with it.
We take
I'm
those.
telling.
They saw me leave.
They very obviously did not care, considering he's here.
I can leave whenever I want, technically. Within certain restraints. Well, either way, I guess gameplay is about to start.
True.
Yes, now, as you can see, this person here has a telescope. And this other person here has a lobster on their shirt. And in some ways, this is symbolic of the fact that they live on the ocean.
True.
If they lived in, like, I don't know, the woods or something, they probably wouldn't have a lobster on the shirt.
There's woods up there.
True. I wonder if we go to them.
Proven wrong.
Yeah, but they don't really live in the woods, so.
Anyway, though, this is where the run diverges from the normal any percent run, right here.
Yep. So instead of swimming over to Dragon Roost, we get to do all of Outset and its loveliness.
Yes. Well, first things first is to head to Grandma's, which is a little bit off the ground, to protect it from tidal flooding, I suppose. And as you can see, it is, well, if you read the intro, you would know that it's actually Link's birthday in this game. And so for his birthday, he's got himself, these green clothes.
Yeah, it's not his birthday to any percent.
True.
Yeah.
Because we don't get the green clothes.
Nope. Well, you do get them as you enter Hyrule, but
It's his birthday for like that minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little, well, the long and short of it is, on Link's birthday, however old he's turning, he's got to wear these green clothes.
For the rest of his life.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know, the sad part is this game, there's all this water, and yet there's no Zora tunic.
I feel like that would be a little broken in this game, though, if you were never able to drown.
And I don't even know what it would do. Like, this is like the one 3D Zelda where you can't, like, dive underwater.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, without glitches, yeah. But
Yeah, it is a little... I mean, the whole game's kind of water, but I don't know.
who needs to MSS when you can just swim over there with no, You can just wear your Zora tunic and swim all the way there.
Well, anyway, though, we get the telescope. Now, the telescope is very useful because it allows us to zoom in on this giant bird. I'm not sure it has a single other use in this game, even casually.
Yeah, like a hard required, I don't think so.
No. It's useful in random to peak checks, but that's about the only use for it.
You could use it for barrier skip in this game, but no one's really ever bothered to, at least in SD. For like an angle setup or something. Honestly, in this category, if you did like a 2 side hop or like a 9 side hop barrier skip, and you didn't feel good about your angle, like that would make it really free. At least that part.
Fix it with telescope?
Yeah. I'm surprised PK didn't bonk there. Oh, well, he bonked there anyway. Immediately.
And you jinxed him.
I thought he was gonna hit the invisible tree.
Anyway, this is a very important character named Orca.
Orca, yeah.
Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey. You get a sword, and you get a sword.
They're pretty close right now. I know it's only been 9 minutes and like 3 minutes of gameplay, but like kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, this is the first major time save here. They can save a few seconds.
Yes.
Fast Orca.
Yeah, they're doing specific combo inputs to make sure that it goes a little bit faster, that being 3 forwards and 1 back. No, PK messing up, and you'll see soon they'll do a thing called quick parry. We'll see if Eric got it, and we'll explain it after.
Not
get it. I don't think PK got it either. So basically, the usual parries in this game, for some reason on this one, there's like a 2-frame window that if you do input it on those 2 frames, you get an immediate second parry, because with most moves in this little tutorial, you have to do 2 of each, 2 sets, and either you wait for both of the parry timers, or you get the quick one, and that saves quite a bit of time.
Yep. Unfortunately, neither runner got it, but
it's kind of annoying for a 2-frame window, honestly. Like, you would think it would happen a little more often, but it's really dumb.
Luckily, it doesn't save that much time in the grand scheme of things. So, the run's not dead yet.
It's over.
Reset.
Anyway, though, the reason we need this sword is to get past these trees.
Yeah. I'm like pretty sure there's an invisible wall even if you don't have a sword. Like, even if you could, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it goes like all the way around. Like that little tree area, I'm pretty sure is an invisible wall if you don't have a sword.
Is it?
I hadn't heard of that. Well, I mean, could you defeat the enemies coming up without a sword? Is there any rocks or anything?
I feel like Minnie and I had this discussion recently. I mean, we could take a quick look. Look around, guys.
Oh, well, there's a rock.
Minnie says you can't. He spoiled the fun.
Yeah, we were gonna count. Okay, and now here's the first RNG.
We love rupees.
Not the best RNG there, but it's not too important. Well, PK got some better ones. Oh, the Bocos can hit each other.
Yeah.
And I do see another rock.
Alright, we got 2 rocks. Wow, Eric just got really bad RNG.
PK, I wasn't paying attention. Oh wait, he messed up the combo. I don't know if Eric had a good combo.
Eric also slightly messed it up.
I see. Yeah, it's that Boko combo and the quick parry are the 2 like biggest time saves from like casual gameplay.
Yeah.
I guess like save warping too, but like I guess we kind of use that in ways that people usually wouldn't.
Yeah, barrier skip has nothing on quick parry.
Yeah.
True.
It's harder, I feel like.
I mean,
I get barrier skip all the time. I can't get quick parry all the time. It must mean it's true.
I think that's how it works, yeah.
So another downside to this category that I just thought of is Gonzo here is actually loaded into the game.
Yeah.
He's not Gonzo. Feels bad.
Yeah, there'd be a funny cutscene later if he wasn't, but, well,
Look how close he's standing to the ledge here.
You could
Isn't
just
that
push
kinda
him off.
scary?
Yeah.
Big burb.
Goodbye.
You know, I'd think like the force would injure her, but what do I know? I'm not a bird expert.
I don't know. The bird moisturizes its claws, so it's not nearly as bad. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's complete BS, but I don't know.
No, I think that's scientific.
I'm not a biology major, so I don't know. Alright, got like a minute and a half-ish, maybe 2 minutes left here on Outset, and then we'll finally be off to everybody's favorite ropes one.
Like someone has gotten caught in FF1 in like every race so far, and one of them was me. I could be wrong though.
There was one race, the one I commentated.
Yeah, yesterday.
Like a week ago.
Well, and yesterday, a runner got caught.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay got caught. Oh no, Jay did get caught. Yeah,
yeah, they both. That was like that was a bit of a mess. You know, they were getting caught left and right.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's another opportunity for some time saves with some optimal movement.
Oh.
And that was not optimal movement.
Dangerous NPC. There's like cool little jump slash you can do there, kind of like what PK did, but you don't land on the ledge and it saves a little bit of time, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, by the end of Outset, Eric will maybe be like a couple seconds ahead, but really nothing too major yet.
Yeah, I think they'll both get a low 16, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had some pretty good outsets. But, well...
That's not really the hard part of the run.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, like, I think like literally half of this is just cutscenes.
X smashing, my favorite.
Yeah, and
sucks. I'll say it.
Oh, there's Beetle's ship over there, but luckily we don't need to buy any of his junk.
Nope.
Yeah, this route is very interesting. We actually skip the bait bag.
Yep, and everybody, usually in people's first route they learn, you do grab bait bag and a hoy pair for something later in the game, but I doubt we'll see any runners doing that route.
Yeah, I think both do the normal route. Eric used to do the beginner route, I'm pretty sure, when he first started.
Yeah, a lot of people when they start do that route, but...
Imagine doing the beginner route when you're a beginner. What a novel concept.
Crazy.
Couldn't be me, man.
Bye, Grandma. People sad.
Probably shouldn't be standing that close to the edge of the boat, but what do I know?
Just don't fall off, obviously. It's not that hard.
Can you fall off the boat? Like, can you get off it here?
I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of invisible walls too. I think you, I mean, there's probably a way. I don't know.
I'm sure there's a way, but like it would be way too hard.
Yeah, you could probably, you might be able to roll clip through something.
Yeah, somewhere. But like that map is just, the water's not real. It's just like a void. So you would just respawn.
And anyway, this is what we call in the business ropes 1.
Indeed.
This is a business.
Yeah, it is. I'm the CEO.
I see.
Oh. So what does it make us then? Like VPs or?
VPs? No, you're like the what's the lowest possible rank?
A flunky.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Flunky, pencil pusher. Well, anyway, though, inane ramblings aside, this is not a super difficult part, but it is easy to lose a little bit of time.
Yeah, falling kind of sucks here, but so far, so good.
That looked a little close on that third rope with Eric, but he got it.
Yep. Luckily, ropes 1 is pretty easy. Ropes 2, sometimes you'll see people fall, but it's not super often that happens.
Yeah, usually when people mess up ropes 2, it's at the very beginning.
Yeah.
We'll see that later. Well, hopefully we don't see them mess up. But we'll see ropes.
Oh yeah, this is another time loss here as the spoils bag.
Yep.
Or the it generates a time loss.
Don't grab the things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, don't grab the spoils.
Yeah. You can lose about, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 seconds to a little cutscene of Link being like, hey, I got this spoil that I can trade, even though we never actually do that.
They both
Oh,
are
this
on the
is
left side. What the heck?
Yeah, this is a very important point here.
Yep.
I believe PK will go for it. I'm not familiar if Eric goes for it or not.
By it, explain what you mean.
You know, you see those lights over there? Well, first of all, everyone who's here should have watched the last race too, so they should already know this. Just in case they don't. These lights are on a cycle. They go back and forth between a set path, so they just like loop a bunch of times. And unfortunately, one of those lights kind of guards, or I guess 2 of them kind of guards some 2 red rupees in the courtyard that are kind of important for the rupee route. And it kind of sucks when they kind of block them. However, there is a moment where we can grab them, and that also is part of the cycle. And we want to do that as fast as possible in the earliest cycle. And because like the cycle's continuing the entire time, we want to match as fast as we can so we can hopefully make that earliest cycle. Because this is all happening in real time. Like even though this is a cutscene, like game stuff is happening in the environment right now.
Yeah.
Those lights don't reset when you...
Yeah.
You can tell it's happening in an environment if you use the moon jump code back in the day.
True.
When's our an 8% moon jump tournament coming?
I've never seen a run of that. It exists
I've seen
in the
a cast
leaderboard.
of it.
I don't know why it exists in the leaderboard.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that interesting. It's basically just FF1 and FF2.
Pretty much.
There's a cutscene skip for this cutscene. I wish it was somehow possible in this category. It would be so cool. But you need storage.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a very important item we don't have yet that allows storage.
So assuming that PK mashed fast enough and Eric, if he goes for it, they'll be trying to turn this corner really fast and grab the rupees before the light blocks them, and then cut through and get up the stairs before they also block there. So it seems Eric is opting to just get the safety rupees and not go for it. PK is going for it. See the difference in movement here. I think PK is pretty set.
Should be okay.
Oh, he's opting to go for the
Oh.
corner. I think he would have... Actually, I think it was kind of close. But yeah, you can opt to go in this corner to get like a partial time save. Ideally, you make it to where he is right now before the light even comes back. But, you know, still got some distance.
Yeah, I think he would have gotten caught if he would have gone for it. So
Would have been close for sure.
yeah, definitely.
That window,
I
that
don't
jump
think
into
that's
the
working.
window.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I think I could tell.
I was about to mention that it's kind of tricky.
Yeah. We do have a visual cue for it, but as you can see, sometimes it still isn't 100% consistent. So unfortunate little time loss, but luckily it's not getting caught, so it's not losing 30 seconds.
Consistency, this Macoblin's kind of doing a little trolling.
Yeah.
When is he ever
Ideally, you want to knock him right off the ledge, so he'll just die instantly, but no such luck for Eric.
Yeah, the big thing that determines that is like whether the Bokoblin attacks you twice or not. Because usually there's no trouble with him following you, and he'll attack you once when he catches up, but whether he decides to back off, stand still, or attack again is kind of at his own discretion, and if he doesn't do the attack, it's kind of hard to get him off. Ooh, that was a spooky jump slash. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool skip.
I don't know why they're like that. Oh, here's another very important mechanic.
You see that rat? That rat was moving.
I meant the barrel, but I guess the rat's important too.
I mean, it was there. Yeah, could explain that.
Anyway, though, that barrel, actually, just putting the barrel on makes getting through those moblins possible.
Yeah.
Because it must, for some reason, just putting the barrel on, not even just staying in it, is enough to reduce their sight a little.
Yeah, and it lasts for a long time. You'll see it happen again with Eric, and the third moblin just rolls on by. Oh, that's a spooky one for PK, but he's fine. Luckily, when you get that initial camera change, like signifying you got caught, you still have a little bit of time. Unless you're like right next to him, then he'll insta-catch you, I think. But when you're in that little like preemptive state, as long as if you like end up hiding behind something, it'll cancel, which is kind of nice. So
Yeah,
that
that's like
there.
One of the very few places where you can really do that.
Yeah, and if that railing wasn't there, I think this run would be a lot worse, because what happened when they start moving again is kind of RNG. So you can see that PK's kind of started moving early, and if there was no ledge there, it probably wouldn't even be possible with bad RNG, which would be horrible.
Yep. Luckily,
Yeah,
Nintendo gave us that railing.
Yeah.
So I guess I can kind of explain the barrel thing.
Anyway, though, Eric here has just rediscovered the feather sword, and he's going to use it against this green guy, the green goblin.
I hate in the game that they're just called green bokoblin.
Oh, dude, go for the orb. The orb. No. How many rupees did Eric have? Definitely was not worth it.
25.
Alright.
Yeah, he's doing okay on rupees.
He'll have to go most likely grab an extra pot, but oh well.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. It's just the orb is cool. It gives you like 8 rupees. But then there's also a joy pendant, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
And now more cutscenes. Wahoo.
Oh, here's Birdie again.
Birdie.
Have you ever had a pet bird?
I have not, but I've known people who had them, and they said
me
it's
too.
stuck.
They're, I don't remember what kind of bird it was, though, but it was, I just remember it being a little obnoxious.
CGF has a bird.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize they had those there.
What do you think it was?
I think there's birds everywhere, Mac.
Why, like a flying kangaroo? I don't know.
Yeah, Eric did gold. Forgot we could see his splits in our screen.
Nice.
Oh, this tournament has a bracket?
There is a bracket.
Surely it doesn't.
That actually updated.
Yeah, it's updated.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mini has been updating it. And I guess I will also update it in this situation as well. I believe I have those powers. feel like the way that Link rotates when he gets thrown is very unique. It's not realistic, but you know, it's kind of cool to look at.
Luckily, this game's just a giant cartoon, so logic doesn't exist or whatever. I don't know.
If you want, EJ, we can get a giant bird to throw you and see how you spin around. Just see if it's realistic or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, anyway, this is the boat. His name is Coral.
Yeah, we use them for about 5 minutes in this run, and then that's about it.
Yeah, he's more of a nuisance than anything.
Yep.
Anyway, though, yeah, this is about the point. In about 3 minutes or so, 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to get to the point where the run starts deviating a little from the intended path, to say the least.
I'd say so, yeah.
But first things first, we actually need a sail.
Luckily, we got a little dude with a little scarf on his head that'll nice for PRNG.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
That's actually pretty bad. See, Eric might opt to go for the ledge rupee pot. Yeah, because his RNG was so bad, he's gonna grab this extra pod right here.
Yep.
Oh, and he's doing some funky moves right there. Let's see what kind of RNG slam he gets.
Yes, that's the RNG you
Much
want.
better.
And now it's time to leave this land.
It's been fun,
Yes.
Windfall.
Well, here's to another island we're never going to see again.
Yeah, there's a few of those in this run.
Yeah, I think most of them, but we always see Outset more than once.
Yeah, we're only gonna be at Dragon Roost once.
We're only at Forest Haven once, but you're kind of in the same spot twice.
Yeah.
And anyway, though, if you see the sail here is not always out, because taking the sail in and out is actually faster due to the little burst of speed you get.
You can see the two methods of doing so. Actually, kind of nice to look at. They're side by side. Is either sail pumping or sail jumping? And also, I see that Eric is opting to sail pump sometimes in the rough water. I agree with that. Sometimes it'll eat your jump. It's sad.
Got Eric doing the pro strats.
Rough
I don't
water
remember
is
how
stupid.
much time sail pumping saves, but
Oh, I know where to find that exact number. Hold the phone.
yeah, right. I'm holding.
In this run, probably like a minute, maybe.
A minute.
From just maybe longer. Sailing's really slow.
Per quadrant, you save 13 seconds. So you save like what? 26.
6. I guess I thought sailing was slower than it was.
Yeah, it's
If you cruise, it would take 10 minutes. 11 to 12 minutes. Wow.
Where's our cruise only no MSS?
I was talking about this with many. If you like did a low percent one where you skipped sail, if you were, I don't know if this is possible, but you would have to cruise to DRC or DRI, which would be really funny.
12 minutes of holding R. Ugh.
Couldn't you? Well, no,
I
actually.
think you'd have to cruise if it's even possible. I don't know if Coral would let you cruise, or if like you could even. You would have to get far enough from the island to drown and spawn in him, and then he would have to let you cruise, which I don't know if that's both of those are possible. But either way, You got
Issues.
the Wind Waker now.
I think.
Come on, you can easily get away from the island. You just got to use a manual super swim. You're not allowed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Yeah, but now they have the Wind Waker, and they're gonna do a bunch of crazy stuff now because they can now do a glitch called storage with which Eric just did. He's doing a lot of applications of it right now. It's kind of crazy that it starts off like this. But basically, you do a Wind Waker dive, which is pulling the Wind Waker from grabbing a ledge. On certain ledges, based on the environment around it, it'll let you dive. When you cancel it on a specific time after the dive, you get storage. Storage can do a lot of things. Kind of seeing a lot of it happen right now, but you can get into a thing called camera lock, where you have control during the Wind Waker, like the Wind Waker being out. And it lets you move, and if your camera locks, so if you just hold up in the water, you'll gain speed, and you'll super swim. And that's pretty cool, because sailing is slow. But also, there's like text on screen is moving. It's like, what the hell is that? That's double storage, which is just storing a text box, which you can do with storage also. Oh my god. And then there's chest storage. How the heck do you explain this in this exact situation? Like, literally every application known to man is happening right now.
This is why any percent sucks, because you... Honestly, you probably should just, after FF1, explain storage, because
Yeah,
you have,
if
you
you
actually have
haven't,
time. We're good
if you haven't
commentators.
played the game before, by the way, we're now a little bit off the beaten path.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so on top of camera lock, you can store texts and chests. It's kind of the main two things. There's more things you can store, but that's the two things we're going to see here. And with text, what happens is it kind of gets eaten until the next time you pull out the Wind Waker, and then it ends up on screen while you have control. And if you close that while it's up, you get storage back. And that's important, because you can get double storage with that. And secondly, if you use storage on a chest, which you're about to see PK do right now, it alters your collision, because the way opening chests is funny, because they just wanted to actually show them climb inside, because that's so realistic. And now they can like climb stuff, but we'll see that in a little bit. And it's like, oh my god, then it's dark? Like, why is it dark? Mac, why is it dark?
Because when you open the chest, there's like, a little bit of darkness. When it's like showing you like climbing into it.
They should have installed some lights in there.
True. Oh, so this is...
I think Eric killed his speed on accident, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, being low speed is not the worst here, because you're just trying to hit this anyways. Yeah, another caveat of, or I guess like bonus of chest storage is like, yeah, you can climb things because your collision is altered, but also sometimes if you touch things, it'll just like give you air because you won't think you're swimming, or like you're like swimming in shallow water. I guess, I don't know. So this is what we use for refill.
It'll basically just say like, hey, you're not swimming for like a frame, and then oh wait, you're back to swimming, but we're gonna give you your air back because that makes sense. I don't know.
I think Eric's speed is kind of low because he killed the speed, but luckily there's a handy dandy reef here. And another thing about chest storage is that the entire reef is a refill now. PK unfortunately hitting Beetle. I missed how it happened, but I assume he just tried to leave and hit Beetle immediately.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Although that's not the end of the world because he can just charge up speed with Beetle. So
I did not know Beetle gave it a refill at chest storage. That's kind of cool.
Beetle strats.
You're learning so much today.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason we're actually the pirates at outset, their ship is still there for some reason.
Aaron does not have enough paper.
I think his safest thing to do is charge as much as he can and go towards the reef north of outset, or even whatever island. I think it's Shark Island he's near, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's Shark, yeah. Yeah, it looked like he's headed towards the reef.
I think he's not gonna make it.
It's
so close, dude. Oh my god.
Oh,
that is so unfortunate.
Okay.
This is unfortunately a good demonstration of what happens. So, as you can see, that the ship is here for PK. You might be wondering, why is it here? That's because when we beat FF1, this happens in vanilla gameplay too, but you just never have you don't see it happen because you never come back here because you can't. But the world is put on a special layer, layer 0, in which the pirate ship is just here for some reason. And that's good because this is where the bombs are, so we just come here and get the bombs. However, when you reload the area, whether it be drowning, such as Eric, just entering any loading zone, saving and quitting, and restarting the file, you get taken off that layer and the ship is no longer here. So, unfortunately for Eric, the ship is not there anymore, and he's going to have to do an alternative called Great Fish cutscene skip, That is a pretty common alternative, or not even an alternative, it's a method in like every other category that uses MSS, barring PST, and I guess Hundo, for some specific reasons. But in this category, it's just faster just to go to outset. But when you don't have that option anymore, you have to do this, especially in a race setting where you can't really quit or reset.
Yeah.
So PK here is about to do ropes 2.
Yeah, so ropes 2 is
it's a
little
little
bit hard,
yeah.
but luckily there's a pretty consistent strat to do it, so...
Yeah, for you HD and rando players, you have to stop before you can turn.
The way God intended.
And honestly, SD ropes are better. Anyone in chat can fight me about that, but HD ropes suck.
I don't think I've ever used HD ropes since like my casual playthrough when I was like 12, so I don't even remember what it feels like.
It's so... their hitbox just breaks because, especially in rando where like you're not supposed to be able to turn without stopping.
Anyway, here, this is, right now we're in the getting items we need portion of the run. We just got bombs, or PK did, and we're gonna need those, surprise, surprise.
Eric is setting up
now,
great fish cutscene skip. Looking good so far.
Yep. Should
now,
have it.
we got 2 more items to get on the overworld.
I don't think this is going to work. I'm pretty sure the island's not loaded. Yeah. If this works, it'll be a miracle.
Luckily, this one isn't too hard to retry since you just... I don't
think that worked. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
With how slow he was going, the island could have loaded in time, but... So basically, what PK is about to go to Forest Haven. What PK and Eric are both doing are pretty similar applications. They're both getting double storage because they want storage and camera lock to eat a cutscene. Usually with these big islands, they have big panning shots that end after they can't finish panning. But with camera lock on, it's never allowed to even start panning. So because it can't end panning, you just soft lock. So you need double storage to eat that cutscene to be safe. But Eric's is a little more special because there's 2 of those cutscenes at Great Fish because they thought it would just be so epic to add another one. So he's gonna have to eat the first one and then drown into the second, which is what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because the cutscene triggers aren't there until the quadrant is loaded, and unfortunately, Eric was charging outside of the quadrant. So even though he went in, things take time to load, especially on console. So it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I think Eric runs an MU though.
He might be. I think he has a console now, but I think he said that sometimes he'll have to do emulator in the tournament. I'm not sure which one. It does look a little nicer.
That's what's kind of making me think it's emulator, but I don't know.
And PK looks like he's going for the bomb push here.
Zam, he got it.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's a couple different ways you can get in there. You can do what PK did. You can do what we call like beetle dive or whatever you want to call it.
The reason he's doing that is, well, 1, it's faster than the normal way. 2, we don't have grappling hook, so we can't do the normal way.
Yep. Unlike HD, we can actually skip grapple hook.
Yeah, although we can't slide.
We don't have item sliding, which really actually isn't the end of the world, but...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter in this. Well, yeah.
Item sliding wouldn't do anything in this run, but...
This again is looking kind of sketch. I think he has a more appropriate setup for this time. It's just I think his speed might be a little low, so we'll see in a second.
Yeah, the island's loaded.
Oh, okay, so he was too early that time, unfortunately.
Yeah, so he's just gonna reset out.
So he ate the first cutscene, but did not drown to the second one, so immediately got soft locked.
Yep.
And meanwhile, PK, yeah, the Deku tree's got a little bit of acne here, which we need to clear up.
Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. Fun fact, they're both pretty much doing very similar things, even though they look entirely different. I mean, the application at the end of the day is the same. They're both skipping a cutscene with storage and like voiding out when it activates. Except instead of an ocean to drown in, PK has a giant chin to use at his disposal, which is kind of cool. So these chews are kind of funky right now. What PK did is he got storage and bonked the tree, which usually gets them off of him, and it did in this case, but it put them in this weird state where they're just always going towards their facing direction, and they'll clip out. And the reason why we want to do this is because if we clip them out, eventually they do despawn and like quote-unquote die, and when they all die, the cutscene will still continue onwards. With this, we can delay it so that we can get crushed at the same time that final chew voids out, and that'll activate the cutscene, but then void us out, and then we skip it. So hopefully, that's what he does right now.
Yep, so he's setting up a little thing here.
Did it work?
Looked good. And then at the same time, Eric got his too. Nice.
Nice, we take
So
those.
they both pretty much did the same thing. Like, it even looks similar the way they, come back to life. How cool.
Did he not?
Eric's fine. I don't know what that text was from. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Anyway, PK is about to do a difficult trick.
Yep. So when you die in Wind Waker, you got about 10 frames or so to put in an input. One of those inputs can be a jump slash, and Nintendo, but the game kind of realizes, like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be in the air, so it tries to shove you down and let you die on the ground. However, you can basically keep mashing B and keep jumping, and so you get what we call a zombie hover. So we can kind of just hover up this tree here.
Yeah, luckily this tree is here to get some height against, because you do need to be pretty high.
You think, like, it hurts that Link is just, like, friction rubbing against the tree over and over again?
Gotta have so many
Hurts
splinters.
who? Link or
Link,
the
yeah.
tree?
Oh yeah, the tree is alive, I guess. Like, literally. Like, I guess trees are alive, but this is like a super alive tree. So
It's,
maybe it hurts
sentient.
both.
Yeah.
And Link's got that sword,
Eric's trying to go roll clip.
Yeah, roll clip.
Yeah.
What is a roll clip, EJ?
If you're partially clipped in a ledge, whether it be like from an actor or be able to grab it in a weird state such as Eric's doing, kind of partially clipped into the wall, if you input a roll into the wall, general direction, in a frame perfect window, you'll just clip through, which is kind of cool, and use that to skip the password because we don't want to go get the password. And fun fact, even if you did know the password, you can't input it until you watch the cutscene that gives you the password, which is stupid, but
Yeah.
it's the way it is.
There's, I think there's 3 or 4 possible passwords, but you can't just guess all 4 or guess any of them in order to get in.
Yeah, there was a run once where I didn't know that, and I had to like either do an alternative password skip that I didn't know, or input the password, and I literally spent like 30 minutes putting every password over and over again. I didn't know that. That was very cool.
Alright, here's another chest storage. This time there's no darkness because that chest doesn't have the,
It has lights installed.
yeah, something like that.
There's a little light bulb inside. Ooh, that's good for Eric. Usually when you grab that rope, I swear, like, no matter what you do, you let go, you just go flying off the boxes, so... Good thing he got that.
Yep.
Yeah, now PK here needs to get one more item in order to beat the game. Well, one more item from the overworld.
Yeah, so he's gonna come up into the stone, charge some more speed up while getting some air, and get a nice visit from the birds, which everybody loves the birds.
Yeah, well, this game is for the birds, as they say. Something like that, I don't know. And
He's
now,
about to go at mock speeds.
PK
yeah,
has a ton of speed here.
I'd explain how the speed sort of build up looks like, but I don't. I can't show the graphic with my voice, so. But basically, you sort of gain speed in this sort of periodic way. And depending on when you unleash that speed, it can be higher or lower.
Yeah. And usually runners The game kind of gives you a nice visual aid with the air meter. Usually most swims, the runners will just look at that and say, okay, I have about enough speed just based on where the air is. That's not true.
Anyway.
For Eric.
Yeah, PK just got the quiver, which will be important for, well, for reasons that will become apparent. Well, no, they won't become apparent to the viewer, but they'll become apparent if you know what's going on.
So PK's going for peg storage here, which actually got pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He's thinking about what to do next. Oh, there you go. He made
Oh,
it.
there's Coral.
Hello, Coral. So now Eric's making his way, though. You'll be doing pretty much the same thing as PK did.
Yep.
And it's,
Oh.
Triangle Island strikes again. It's always the Triangle Islands, man. It's always the Triangle Islands.
They're ugly islands. Nobody
They
likes
come
them.
out of nowhere because they're so small that, like, by the time you see them, it's too late most of the time.
Yeah.
Now, what PK is going to do here is he's actually, there's one more chest storage we got to do.
Yep.
And it's, this fortunately has a couple of storage spots, some text, and a chest all in one.
What else could a person ask for?
Yeah, we're kind of using, like, almost every overworld stuff. We're, like, easy one. There's, like, one more. There's just, like, two more I can think of, but this is just the most direct one. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Didn't make the ledge grab.
Yeah, that's,
A little
Keep
unfortunate.
going back for it again. The run back.
yeah.
Salty run back. Gets it this time.
Also, even though we've got the Wind Waker, we don't have any actual songs, so we can't even change the wind direction.
Unfortunate. Yeah, so he closed the text box and opened the chest at the same exact time. Which, well, he already had storage too, so he stored the chest and then immediately closing the text, he got storage back again so that he can get camera lock while already having chest storage. Which is really cool. And now he's just going to go straight to FF2 because we're done here.
Yep. Nothing else we need.
Yeah. All we need from the overworld to beat the game is bombs, leaf, Wind Waker, and a quiver.
Yep, so PK's gonna come grab some air off this reef. Hopefully.
He's at the wrong reef, but it's fine. He made it somewhere. I just realized. I think he's at
He's at 6 die.
Cyclops, yeah.
Oh, he's at Cyclops.
Which is kind of spooky because P-hacks will take your camera's control hostage because they're very cool.
And it's called Cyclops because there's one little mini island in the reef.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of clever when I played this game when I was like 9 or something. I don't know.
Yes.
He's a little short on...
He got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to aim for this one little spot to clip in. There are a bunch of refills around the perimeter, but they're kind of not random, but kind of spread out. And I feel like most runners don't know all of them, but that one's good. He's just gonna climb the walls.
Yeah, normally you'd have to fight like Phantom Ganon and get a hammer and do a bunch of other nonsense here, but fortunately with chest storage, we can just kind of avoid all that.
Nobody even goes for the jump slash, SMH. There is a jump slash you can do there to hit that loading zone, but it's...
And Eric is about to do the cutscene skip.
Yep. Setup looked good.
Yeah, it's looking good. So he's opting to do the alternate. I don't know how PK got crushed, but there's like 2 ways you get crushed usually, and unfortunately he got pushed out of the way.
Ooh. Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Well, I guess we got 2 cutscenes going on now.
You know, I will say I jump slash in that loading zone in all dungeons. Not in no MSS though. Or any percent.
Hi.
And now this is the very unfortunate part about this category. if we hadn't met Gonzo earlier, he would be invisible.
Unfortunately, he exists, but if you watch any percent or...
Yeah. Also, Tetra is really impressed by that sword she's already seen.
Oh yeah, the shield happened again.
Why does... I've never understood why it vibrates.
I think it's the seagull that's sitting there, and so it's just like... Maybe that's
The
completely
shield-
wrong.
The shield's just vibing, EJ. Come on.
Let's see.
I mean, there's a seagull under it, so I don't know if the game is freaking out because there's a seagull there and it doesn't know what to do. I wish I knew.
Freak him if...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what setup PK does for Helmarock skip.
I think he does the dry rolls.
Okay.
You know which one that is? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know the name of it, but I kind of I understand the setup.
I don't know if there is a name for it.
I don't know.
But he's about to fight the bird. And Eric's about to do his hover.
Simultaneous
So
tricks.
PK is gonna fight the bird and Eric's gonna be the bird.
Simultaneous, slightly different tricks. Feels good.
Leaf hover is probably the hardest trick in the run from a physical standpoint of what you need to be able to do.
Yeah. This is a pretty long hover, so...
Now, you need the hammer in order to take down the Helmrock King, which we did not get. So you may be asking yourself, what are we going to do here? Unless you've seen this run before, in which case you already know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I kind of spoiled what we're going to do. We're just going to skip it, because this bird is too scary.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw a bird that big in real life, I'd probably scream and run.
I think a lot of people would, yeah.
Anyway, though, we could skip this bird using our friend Leaf and Leaf. Actually, just Leaf.
The joke's on you, PK is not going to use the leaf.
What?
He's gonna roll. Yeah, there's like a bunch of setups to do this, but the main goal is to grab the corner that PK's about to grab in such a way that when you climb it, you just clip in. Another bonus about it is you need to have critical health for it to be like an actual clip. Critical health being a heart and a half or lower. For some reason, your collision is just slightly different. So I don't know, it's funny, I guess. If you don't, you have to roll clip, but that's annoying. So usually renders damage down.
Yeah. There's always safety hearts you can grab. But Eric did get the leaf hover first try, so he'll be going to grab his quiver and then join the FF2 club. And now we get more riveting cutscenes from PK.
Riveting?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
What would you call it?
Well.
I don't know. It's not like we've all seen these cutscenes like, what, a million times?
I mean, yeah, if you were playing the game for the first time, actually, this would be probably kind of cool to see. Because, I mean, the game sort of... I don't know, the game sort of implies at this point casually that you're about to, like, go fight Ganon.
Yeah.
But, as you can plainly see, we're a little bit outmatched.
Yeah, we're getting skill gapped right now.
Yeah, we've only got 3 hearts.
When are they getting 3 heart challenges for this game?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people have done it.
I don't know. I mean, have you done a 3-heart challenge?
No, because I don't want to do bug limit.
It's kind of funny because a lot of stuff in this a lot of stuff in this game is just like negative damage. Like a lot of things just hit like a pillow. Like nothing really does damage in this game, barring like a few cases where they'll do like infinity damage and scare you.
I think literally the only scary enemies are Dark Nuts.
I think the most damage they can possibly do is 2 hearts.
If they do their jump slash attack, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus Eric's up to the ferry, so I guess we kind of glossed over. When you have chest storage, because your model is so small, you can kind of just walk through walls like that. So
yeah, just like a Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, real quick, back on the heart thing, I recently learned that there's an attack in Twilight Princess that is 50 hearts.
What attack is that?
I forgot, but damage is like really weird in TP. And then Wolf, when you're Wolf, you take double damage compared to human, so it ends up being like 50 hearts total, which obviously you never see because you only have 20 hearts, but it actually does 50 hearts of damage, which is ridiculous.
Now I want to figure out what that is, just to do it. But
I can do some research real quick.
We got some time.
Yeah, as you can see, PK here has just been briefed by Charizard and the King of Red Lions about, well, I don't remember exactly, but the point is we're going down to Hyrule.
I found the answer. I'm assuming this is what what happens in Snow Peak, those cannons. If you shoot yourself with one of those cannons, it does 25 hearts of damage as human and 50 as wolf.
Oh, really?
Which is ridiculous.
Just use the magic armor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you... I don't even know. Like, that'll probably just take all your rupees right away.
Oh, yeah, wait. This is like a random aside, but we are not doing really much here. But like in HD, I think it's attacks. Wait, in SD at least in TP, it's just over time rupees go away. Maybe it's different in HD.
I think if you get hit... though, it does take some rupees away.
You might be right.
I don't know. I've honestly never used magic armor, so... Anyway, we're in Hyrule.
Yeah.
It's nice and gray and boring, but...
Eric's speed looking kind of low. I think he's gonna drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Barely. He might land. Unfortunately, no.
No.
I don't know. Did he save when he left
He did.
Fairy Island? Okay, good. Because sometimes people don't save; they'll just walk out, which I think is faster. But if he reloaded like he did right there and didn't save, he would have been back to Forest.
Back to the leaf. Yeah.
Back to the leaf again.
Although he'd have the leaf, he would just be...
Anyway, now we get to a very famous trick. This there's a very large barrier.
Cancel, the most famous trick.
Around Hyrule here, and unfortunately, it's a little too high to zombie hover over. So we really can't get through here early. But I guess PK has forgotten that because look what he's doing. He's like trying to. He can't break the wall with the regular Master Sword, so I don't know what he's doing.
He's raging.
Yeah, I think he's like really mad. You might be right.
I always thought he was just doing like an interpretive dance, trying to get with Tetra.
I don't know if I'm seeing things, but will this work? I don't know. Oh, it did. Well,
Oh, it did work.
Wow, that's the cleanest barrier skip I've seen in this whole tournament so far. Tell you the truth.
I think that's the first try barrier skip I've seen, at least that I can think of.
I got it in my run, but I do a way slower method that should work no matter what. Well, I mean, I can still mess up, but
Right.
side hop setups are hard.
This is a little bit more common knowledge now, but you can skip the barrier these days. It just requires a pretty precise angle and position, which is what he was doing with
Yep.
that little
Use
dance.
the bomb to push you through the little seam. Because when you drop a bomb, actors in this game, like, if they're like colliding with Link, they'll push Link out of the way a little bit. And Link can do the same to the bombs too. So in that small moment, he gets enough speed to tip through the seam.
Yeah, I think you only need like 40 speed or something to actually clip through that. And there's something else that's like just barely too low for that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I think brake sliding.
Oh, item sliding. At least an H.
Oh no, he's
Uh-oh.
dead.
Whatever will he do? Eric having a bit of trouble with peg storage, which I think we all hate this, but it's fast.
Bam.
Gets it there. Alright, so PK's going for trial skip here, because casually you're supposed to go and, like, get 4 different, or do all 4 trials and, like, beat all the bosses again. But that's really slow, and we also don't have, like, any items. So we're just gonna kind of clip out of bounds and go past that door.
You know, I think the only trial we could actually do in this is the one where you fight
Forbidden
Callie
Woods.
Deimos. Yeah.
Because you
We have
can
the
just kill it
leaf.
with bombs. And you can kill Callie with bombs. Oh, we did get it. I didn't think that clip was gonna work. Clean pumping, and he's in.
That was a little strange from PK there, but
Eh. Tried to save
Yeah,
some
you
frames. Unfortunately, accidentally dropped a bomb.
yeah. So now here we're getting some clues here to a puzzle that we'll probably need to solve.
I mean, if this was Hundo, you would, but
Or not. Yeah, fortunately, we don't actually need to do that. All we need to do is go through this little maze.
luckily it's the same every time, so everybody just memorizes it, and
And then any second now, come on. Here it is. And now this guy here is Phantom Ganon.
nice lucky spawn.
Yeah. Yeah, Phantom Ganon. Normally he's a mini-boss he would fight in the Forsaken Fortress, but we didn't do that.
Oh wow, that was an unfortunate clip for Eric, and that was like instantaneous too.
Oh, he's in the reef. Oof.
Luckily, he clipped in such a way where the exit's still clearly visible and direct. So
Yeah.
it's actually not that bad. Honestly, I think he lost speed, but that's the only unfortunate part.
Now PK here, some of you viewers with eyes may have noticed that he got an item, the light arrows.
Yep.
And that's gonna... This is where that quiver comes in handy. Because if he just got the light arrows but didn't get that quiver, he wouldn't actually be able to shoot the arrows. You need a quiver to do that.
Eric's speed looked a little low, but looks like he should be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
These people and their dang alternative refill spots.
Another difference with Eric is since he went the Great Fish, he's got the Endless Night,
Yeah,
which is
it'll
why
be
it's
raining
raining.
forever.
Until you go and get the pearl at outset, it'll stay raining at night, but That's insanely slow.
Even if you beat the game,
Oh, man.
This guy
PK
grabs
just got
spoils.
boned.
yeah, this is where the spoils bag causes trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why he opened that orb.
Well, he's gonna get rupees to, you know, to buy a sail.
I don't know if his health was low. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Honestly, I wasn't paying super close attention. I was making
That
sure
would-
Eric got
That'd
there.
be the only reason, is if he needed hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, they're both in a cutscene again. So, anything interesting to say while they're in these cutscenes?
I had Chipotle today.
Yo, let's go.
Oh. What'd you get?
A bowl with chicken.
Just chicken, or was there any rice or
Yeah.
anything?
Only chicken. That's it. Chicken and chicken and sour cream.
What a
that's
bowl.
yeah, that's pretty good. That's is this one of those low carb bowls?
Yeah, it's a special diet. The ratio is 3-to-1 sour cream to chicken.
Oh God. I can't even talk though, because I know people who will go to Chipotle, basically just get a meat and cheese for the entire bowl, and get extra meat and extra cheese, so it's literally just a million calories of bad crap.
I do like their chips though. It has like a special salt on it, just like kind of lemony. I don't like it. But either way,
Chipotle's pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah, the cutscene here is about over. This guy right here, this is Puppet Ganon. He's called Puppet Ganon because
he's a puppet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why he turns himself into like a weird puppet thing. Like it's.
Because Nintendo was like, you know what, you need another boss right before you fight the final boss. Why not? So far, PK's are pretty much perfect.
Insane.
Oh,
that was basically a perfect.
Pretty
clean.
much, yeah, that's pretty much what you want.
Yeah.
I guess they just didn't want to include Beast Ganon in this really cartoony game. Maybe they thought he'd look silly.
That would be kind of weird, seeing a giant beast after fighting a bunch of, like, cartoony plants and stuff.
Well, what if they just made him like the giant pig at Outset? I mean, he is kind of like
the real
pig-like.
final boss.
Yeah.
I think that is the most damage in the game, is that pig.
Yeah, he does 300.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's the other. It really is.
Although you really have to hit him to anger him. So we did see PK got what we call crypt shot. Can't hit the tail twice on one cycle here.
What? Oh, magic.
Magic, yeah.
I was about to say, what the heck is he doing?
I don't
He
blame him here.
forgot how to,
How does one beat?
you know.
Needs to pull up the IGN article.
And what is Eric doing? He just saved and quit.
He might have messed up.
He might have
Yeah,
fallen on rock, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention there, I'm not gonna lie.
I assume he just fell down, because Helmrock breaks the wooden platform on the way up. There's no way to get back
yo,
up.
Frog shot.
Did you get it?
He got it.
We'll be hearing about that soon.
Frog shot.
Yeah, well, are we getting Trog on here? To talk about the
Yeah,
Jalhalla 1 cycle?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
That? Oh wait, never mind. I forgot you had to wait for magic. I was about to say, like, that actually could have been close to a gold, but he got unlucky with the magic. Because that first phase was really good. And got Trog shot.
Oh, that's another...
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ledge grab can be kind of weird.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be getting a world record this run.
Yeah.
Considering he has to finish in about 45 seconds to get world record, yeah.
Hey, he's got 45 seconds. He could get, like, the credits warp.
Yes, the well-known credits warp that Wind Waker has.
Yeah.
Let's see, 45 seconds. You can pull up a file that's finished.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Maybe if you, like, I don't know, throw your controller, it'll unlock a level select.
I do love how much people have been figuring out, like, we can too back in time in Wind Waker, but we can't figure out anything to actually do with back in time.
It's stupid how useless it is. It makes me mad.
Meanwhile, you look at TP where it's the entire run is possible because of it.
Society if back in time gave Wind Waker.
Alright, so PK's going for a little bit of a skip here. So normally you're supposed to use the grapple hook and, like, feels bad, Lunar. But he's going for a little bit of a skip here. So you're supposed to have the grapple hook here and go up a few pegs. But obviously we don't have grapple hook. So what we're doing is there's these little enemies up top there called Morths who, when they're hit with the fire arrow, they'll catch on fire and bounce away. And we're trying to have them bounce on top of the pot lid and burn it. Except there's only like a 1 in 5 chance of them actually doing the correct thing. Eric unfortunately taking another fall there.
So I believe that was 2 for PK. I guess I'll try to pay attention here.
Yeah. We are keeping a running tally. Whoever gets the best or the worst RNG or the more has to use the most gets a little bit of a prize at the end.
They get the whole pot.
100%.
You might as well not even run, just keep going for more RNG.
There's,
Oh, dude, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice
That's what
forward.
happens when it works.
Yeah, he just missed out on the, the 50,000 bonus.
Yeah. Comes with a 401k and some stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just ready to retire after you get it in reality. So we get... Now for everybody's favorite, Morth Hover.
So why did he just hit a Morth and then have it grab onto him?
Purely an accident. But for realsies, we want this Morth to drop a heart, and it only drops a heart when it's killed by a sword. So if we shot it with an arrow, or I guess maybe blew it up with a bomb, it would not give a heart. However, there's a little glitch we can do where if we stab it from a certain distance away from it, it'll get killed and then grab onto Link at the same time. And in that case, we can kill it again, and it'll remember how it was killed the first time, so now it will kill it with anything, and it'll drop a heart no matter what. We're going to use that, we're going to exploit that fact and get the Morth up to that ledge that we can't get to because we don't have hookshot. Do a zombie hover after killing it up there, and we'll be able to land on a heart to heal.
It looked really weird from PK, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately PK got kind of weird RNG. These Morths are notorious for not having good RNG at all, but...
Another slightly less consistent method before this Morth thing was found was to use a fairy.
Yes, fairy hover.
Yeah, have the fairy heal you while you're hovering.
Yeah.
Which I think was a 5% chance.
I feel like it's probably less, right? There's no way. It's 5%.
I don't know if anyone actually
I don't think
ran
anyone
the
ever...
actual numbers.
I don't
think
think
that was
anyone
just a
ever did.
guess.
It was just a number we told ourselves to make us feel better.
If I'm losing,
I
I'll go for
remember-
fairy hover once.
I remember the night Barrier Skip got the setup got discovered in HD, and there was someone doing an any % run, and I think they failed fairy hover for about an hour and a half
Oh
and
no.
then gave up. But that was before they were using a slightly less consistent setup, though.
Alright, so PK is going to be setting up this morph here in a spot where we can hit him with an arrow.
Oh, Eric got the home rock skip.
Yep.
And now it all comes down to this heart. Can he land on it? Yep.
Yeah, luckily morph hover is pretty consistent.
You got the safety heart.
Yeah. And now for another 4-minute cutscene.
Yeah, Ganondorf actually does 1 heart of damage with his attacks.
Yep.
And I think there's one that goes through the shield, so...
He has a kick attack that will, yeah. More simultaneous cutscene.
And as you can see, there's like a Triforce symbol in Link's hand for some reason. I don't know how that got there. And now Eric, he's in this cutscene with the Charizard. And the postman.
And the post boy.
Yep.
What's the postman's name, EJ?
I don't know, but I can find out.
Someone said it the other day. It's like Larry or Alari or something like that.
I'll be the judge of that.
Pretty sure this is a pretty quick Google search.
Quill.
Oh,
Quill is his name. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't remember that now.
Yeah, well, I think Larry is more fitting.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know where... Yeah, Alari's a different postman.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I just looked that up. It's also the name of a species in Star Trek. They're in the Delta Quadrant.
I would say I know what that means, but I've literally never touched that game in my life, so...
Speaking of not touching things, the king, despite what it may seem, he's not actually touching the Triforce.
I was worried where that was going for a second, but...
Yeah, this is... And now, as you can see, there's some water spilling into Hyrule.
Yep.
It's starting to rain.
It's gonna flood out Ganon or something. I don't remember
for
the plot
some
of this
reason,
game very well.
Ganon finds this hilarious.
Ganon.
Gabon.
Anyway, though, yeah, this person we've never met is holding the Master Sword now.
Yep.
Also, you may have noticed we no longer have the regular shield that we got at the start of the game.
Yep. Yeah, Wind Waker is a thing where it just kind of assumes what items you have at this point. So that's why you see on Eric's screen, we have the Master Sword, even though we never actually grabbed the Master Sword. And we're gonna see, hopefully Eric can get barrier skip here. As Slam starts up Ganon.
There's 3 phases to this one. The first 2 are just doing enough damage to make him reach a threshold, and then it'll advance to the next phase. And the third final phase is to redirect the light arrow off your near shield, and then you're done.
Hey, you're spoiling it. Come on.
Oh no, not like
Yeah,
they
what if someone hasn't played this game?
Then they probably shouldn't be watching any percent run of it. Because they'll be even more confused. This PK gets through phase 2 there, no problem. And as long as Zelda is no trouble, which she's not, that is GG PK Slam.
Wow.
Oh, Eric, he got... I think that was the first try barrier skip.
Yeah.
First or second.
Both runners got first try barrier skip this time.
It's been 3,000 years
Since what?
since someone got first try barrier skip in this tourney.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, though, Ganondorf is now a rock.
Yep. Slam's
I
gonna do
always-
an interview.
Thought that was kind of weird, but anyway. Oh, someone has joined the call.
We have a Slam.
Oh, hey, Slam, congrats on first try barrier skip.
Thank you.
So, how about that, I'm trying to think of some things that gave you trouble.
The sign at outset in front of the tree wall, that was a bit of a struggle getting past that.
was a
Yeah, I
very-
think
It was a
I think
very
I know what
interesting
you're
set.
talking about.
Also, Eric's gonna join, so.
Alright.
Oh,
Wait,
Direct
did no one
sinners.
notice that I read the sign at outset?
Oh,
I
I did.
don't remember that.
I
Okay,
noticed
well-
you like talking to that person while you were on your way to Grandma's.
Also, GG's Eric.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, GG's.
So
Yeah.
that's Game 1. I will update the thing now.
Hi, Erickillo.
Also, yeah, I guess we never actually explained, but Eric did forfeit after Slam finished.
But it's a best of 3.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow's better.
Yeah, how about that Helm Rock?
Yeah, that was tough. But like when I was doing bombs, like to outset, it took me like 4 pauses to realize that I lost my speed. Like I wasn't aware of, like I didn't know when I lost my speed until like 4 pauses after. It was pretty weird.
Oh, did you have to go to Great Fish?
Yeah,
Oh.
that I was like super close to getting to the last reef before outset, but I drowned.
Oh. Yeah, I charged a little longer than I normally do at the popper platform just to be safe, but because it was longer than I normally do, Beetle's ship got in the way. So that was fun.
Yeah,
Oh, so
we
that's-
saw that.
We saw you were stuck on Beetle, but we didn't know exactly what happened there.
I mean, I just I released the swim and then immediately splooshed into him. But on the bright side, I found a new air refill spot on his boat. So I was just getting air refills off the
Oh yeah, I didn't
the
know
back
that.
left
I
side of the
noted
boat.
that when I
Yeah.
saw that. I didn't know that beforehand.
I guess now we know for the future.
I didn't know that either, but I don't run the game, so I wouldn't be expected to.
So yeah, that was game 1. Tomorrow is game 2 with a potential game 3 on Sunday. I will be also playing with you guys tomorrow.
True.
It's part
Nice.
of the 4-way. It'll be just me though. Unfortunately, Ronaldo's having some internet issues, so he'll be offline, but still in the race room. But it'll be me and you guys, and we'll see how that goes. I haven't touched the game in like a week.
That should go well.
I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow to paint.
God.
Paint.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't want to do that, but I have
6 a.m. Why do you need to be up at 6 a.m.?
to. Because I want to get it done before the race.
I have to be out at 6 a.m. for work.
You're
But-
not gonna paint during the race.
No, unfortunately.
There's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of cutscenes. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, either way, that'll be fun. I'm gonna personally hop off because I have something to do, but feel free to continue this little interview. GG's PK and Eric.
All right, thanks for commentating.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, CJ.
So, any other like questions or things you want my commentary on?
Not really. I think we might just head out here, honestly.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Cool. So we're gonna head out, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. Shout outs to Mac and EJ for commentating. And shout out to Eric and Slam for putting on a really great race. On the CSR front, we have a Breath of the Wild any percent match in about an hour and a half. So if you're interested in that, make sure to stick around. And as these guys were saying, we do have a double header tomorrow. I don't have the time off. Hang on. Okay, so it's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. UTC. So make sure you guys come around and hang out for that. I probably won't be around, but I'm sure somebody will come help out. But thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Yep, thanks.